Oh, my friends, this is a red letter day. Mark your calendars. My friends, I now believe that pigs can fly and that there are such things in life as happy endings. What am I referring to? Item from Reuters. The Republicans stormed into a hearing room where Laura Cooper, the U.S. defense official who oversees Ukraine and Russia matters, was due to testify behind closed doors, and began yelling, lawmakers and aides said. In a dramatic confrontation during an escalating probe that threatens Trump's presidency, even as he seeks re-election next year, Capitol Police were called in to clear the room and bring order, a Republican congressional aide said. A witness said the witness inside the room said the Republicans brought cell phones into the high-security facility where electronic devices are forbidden. Quote, they freaked out. They're trying to stop the investigation, Democrat Representative Ted Lieu said. They don't want to hear from witness Cooper today. They know more facts are going to be delivered which are absolutely damning to the President of the United States, unquote. That last part is a lie. There are no facts that are damning to the President of the United States because he's done nothing wrong, and the Democrats know that full well. It's all about the sound and fury. It's all about the optics. It's about getting the word impeachment out there as many times as possible. But what absolutely stuns me is that Republicans are finally getting up on their hind legs and making some noise. They're finally standing up for what's right. They're getting active. They're getting, forgive me for saying it, they're getting and staying angry. They're angry. I don't blame them. They should have gotten angry a long time ago. Republicans generally are the nicest people in the room. Shh. They don't raise their voices. They don't step outside of parliamentary procedure. They follow the rules, and that's why they always wind up getting steamrolled by the animalistic Democrats who will and do anything they can think of to get what they want. Finally, the Republicans have taken the gloves off, and they are giving the Democrats back some of what they've been giving. So, what exactly is going on? I salute the Republicans. I hope they do much more of it. Finally, they have found some testosterone. But let me speak for a moment to all my Democrat listeners, all the millions and millions of people who vote Democrat but listen to my show every day. I want you to know exactly what you're voting for. If you vote Democrat, you are voting for packing the Supreme Court, getting rid of the Electoral College, which is essential, letting 16-year-olds vote, secret Star Chamber hearings held behind closed doors. You're voting for higher taxes, for sanctuary cities, for no borders and unlimited immigration. Sound good? Wait, there's more. You're voting for no ICE department, no one patrolling the border. You're voting for amnesty for the illegals who are here, who've already broken our laws with impunity. You're voting for the absolutely preposterous Green New Deal, which will bankrupt this country in days. If you're a Democrat voter, you're voting for socialism, which is a guarantee of poverty. You're voting for endless investigations and hearings. You're voting for resistance and the refusal to do the people's business. You're voting for shutting down free speech. You're voting for free college for everybody, which, of course, is silly because we can't afford it. You're voting for Antifa and Black Lives Matter. You're voting for free health care for illegal aliens, which we also cannot afford. You're voting for political correctness. You're voting for ignoring the wrongdoings of Democrat Party power brokers like Clinton, Biden, and Schiff. You're voting for an end to the Second Amendment, which ends in gun confiscation. You're ending in unethical, immoral collusion with the press. You're voting for abortion right up to the moment of birth and, according to the governor of Virginia, after birth too, which is otherwise called killing babies. And you're voting for the elimination of due process and the presumption of innocence, all these things, all these evils, all these cancers, these poisons in America, you are voting for every time you pull a switch for a Democrat candidate. My friends, if you had enough brains, I'm talking to Democrat voters, if you had enough brains to find your way to my show today, or if God in heaven directed you against your will without your knowledge to my show because he wants you to hear what I've got to say, make the most of it. No thinking person could be for all of these things, or even one of them, for Pete's sake. And when you support the Democrat Party, you are supporting each and every one of these outrages. Well, I don't know if you're planning on dying soon, and maybe you have no children. But if you're not planning on dying soon, if you're planning on being alive for a while, if you do have children and maybe grandchildren, you don't want any of these things. You want a prosperous, safe America. That doesn't sound like such an unreasonable proposition. I want the same thing. But when you vote Democrat, you don't get a prosperous, safe America. You get a bizarre, damaged, poverty-stricken, less free America. And no person who isn't being strapped down with joy buzzers on his temples wants that. I'm going to keep beating this drum all the way until the election in 2020. Because I know, I'm just like the Revolutionary War. The British are coming. The British are coming. Well, I'm yelling the Democrats are coming. And behind them comes Armageddon for the United States and for the world in general. I'm here to make sure the worst does not happen. I want the best to happen because I love this country. And I want my fellow Americans to do well. I want them to have the greatest life they can possibly have. That won't happen with Democrats in power. And that's the key takeaway here. I'm going to put this list up on my Facebook page tomorrow once my ban from Facebook has been lifted. Yes, I've been banned again for talking about our friends, the Palestinians. But I'll put this up tomorrow. You look at it, you copy it, you share it with everybody, let them know exactly what kind of horse they're backing if they vote Democrat. It's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. This is Real Truth. We'll be right back.